So you have panic about problems that aren't present. For fun, let's call this PTSD because I'm not a therapist. I can't diagnose or treat, but I abandoned PTSD a long time ago. And I got to tell you, life is good whenever you aren't panicking about problems that aren't present. I think I've been making the observation for a few years now since all the lockdowns and the loogies. Seems like most of the world has PTSD. Turns out I'm wrong. Only 1 in 10 people do, according to the experts. Now, there's a lot of people that have subclinical post-traumatic stress indicators, right? Whatever the heck that means. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. Panic about problems that aren't present produces pain. Oh, how's that going for you? Panic about problems that aren't present produces pain. And he didn't come here to produce pain. Neville Goddard taught the 4 mighty ones. We always begin with a producer moment. We always begin with a producer moment. In other words, wow, wouldn't that be cool? To marry her. Wouldn't that be cool? To make great money doing what I love. Wouldn't that be cool? Wow, telling a car like that. Wouldn't that be cool? That's the first mighty one. It produces from possibility. It involves the physiology of awakening, of opening up, of rising. Wow. It's not about trying to solve a problem. Different physiology, different neurology, different nature, right? By the way, you got 2 natures. The human nature, problem, got to solve a problem, got to prevent a problem, got to stop a problem. Something needs fixed, I'm not enough, help me, right? And then there's the divine experience of you. Your divine nature is not about problems. You didn't come here to solve the world's problems. You came here to give possibility. You came here to give the world possibilities. Marrying her, building this garden, building this business, doing kung fu again, when I could barely walk 2 years ago without a gimp stick. But anyway, the first mighty one is the producer. Wouldn't it be cool? The producer plays in possibilities. The second mighty one is the author. The author writes the final scene of fulfillment. And from what I can tell, the most effective ones always include the brain chemical of oxytocin, of belonging, of acceptance, of way to go. Good for you. That's awesome. Nice car. We've got 2 more mighty ones to go, and I'm telling you what, have you noticed there's no room for problems here? There's no room for panic. You see, you are mental. Mental is totally different than imaginal. You are mental if you were going panic about problems that aren't present. Oh, they just hurt. You can feel the hurt. That's mental. On the other hand, wow, wouldn't that be cool? An imaginal opening, rising. Wow, would imply that. This is very literal, kids. And it's cool shit. And I invite you to join us in exploring this. Reach out if you want details, because we're going to do 4 calls on this in a really cool way. We call the offer you can't refuse. Because you can't. And here's the thing, ready? When you deny your divinity, you cannot accept your wish in its fullness. And you deny your divinity every time you have panic about problems that aren't present. The 4 mighty ones are the name of God, right? You can go read Neville's lecture about it, study it on your own, feel free to, right? But we're having a blast with this, starting very, very soon. And if you want to join us, the offer you can't refuse. Reach out. I'll send you the details, and you can make a decision. That's what I got today. My name is Mr. 2020. You were listening to the Power of Imagination podcast. Play this one back a couple times. It's got like a little mini introduction to something really cool. And if you just play with this, it'll change your whole life. I invite you to join us to have more fun too. At Mr2020.com. And there'll be a link there. Click it. See ya.